Hi, Cappies. This is your Capricorn reading for the month of February. Hmm. For the month of February, for all Capricorn signs. And I'm sorry, my phone made a beep. And it's funny because on almost on almost everything that I've done, it's been kind of like overcoming some insecurity for spiritual growth, which has been a wonderful thing. But like they're not highlighting that for me. It's like they left the insecure off and they put security, like secure psychic abilities, secure them. So this is either grounding yourself, seriously grounding yourself because of the amount of that's coming your way, or this is learning how to secure, how to handle and deal with them, but in the same way that's still grounding, because what they give me is a tugboat, but what I'm hearing is like freight train, but they're definitely giving me a tugboat, and what I'm getting is like the little train that could. So what I'm feeling is more like emotionally in your waters, your spiritual waters, like the freight train that could secure secure the grounding. I mean, and let's face it, you're Capricorn, so you guys are good at grounding. So this is definitely it's like a freight train coming your way, but and I get it because of the sun getting ready to move into Pisces, which is definitely going to be bringing a whole lot of extra oomph into it. And hold on, now I'm going to check something out. I'm also being told some of you are going to be dealing with relationship grief, sorrow, shame, blame. Um, but this is coming into three-dimensional, realistic understanding of stuff. What I feel like this is more about seeing the bigger reason behind it, the situation at hand, understanding it from a different point of view. And this is going to deal with remotely heart and throat chakra. So maybe dealing with forgiveness, acceptance from a higher perspective. And this is going to be a growth area for you because what they're giving me now is Scorpio and Mars. So which is one of the rulers of it. So this is about taking action, security, passion, power, standing in it, understanding the responsibility of it, and truly taking your spot that is well deserved and that is you, and securely securing it. That was too quick. I don't know what that happened way too fast. I don't know, but okay. So let me put this back so that I can look at that here in a few. Because before we did, I had a couple. I call them blinking when the cards, the decks. I don't keep my decks in a bag, so I don't even know what deck I'm picking up. And Neptune, stop knocking over all of mommy's stuff. Now they're telling me watch your self judgment. Don't get too much in your head. Um, don't over pick on yourself, I guess. There's a level of understanding from a higher perspective, a new level of love, self love that's coming through if you'll allow it. Let love be your beacon. You can't make this shit up. Let love be your beacon. All right, Caps. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, you guys are very grounded and often seen as one of the colder signs. I mean, you were born in the winter. What do you expect? Um, and like I said, grounded, very firm, very secure in yourselves or secure in the situation and taking control. But don't forget the soft side. Don't forget to love yourself while you're doing it and allow it to be there, because it says the next one is love itself matters. um so there's a higher understanding, a higher development taking place here. Show your support to others. They may need it. They may look up to you. They may need to see that loving character that is in there, that you guys aren't always good at being that person, giving that love, of being able to display it. That's where they said some of you are insecure, and this is allowing yourself to be the love that maybe they also you don't necessarily show on a regular basis as easily as you protecting yourself. But this is also speaking about accepting that, allowing that to be part of you, allowing it to be part of you, because for one, what's coming out is gratitude and appreciation. So you may be finding there's more appreciation for you, more love for you than you are allowing yourself to receive as well. So this is about opening up the heart chakra a little bit more and allowing not just for you to love outwardly, but it's for you to receive it back. So this is still coming into the power, but just seeing it full circle do its thing in circulation and be part of that circulation. Well, hold on one second. I mean, that's an important thing. It really is, because all right. They gave me a message. It happened in my life once. I was like in a place where I didn't have a lot of money, and but I had money. I screwed up that day and I didn't have my wallet with me. But I mean, it was more of a harder place in my life. And as a Leo, I could come out very aggressive, very hard, very brute. And it was just something dumb. Like I wanted a hot dog from like not Walmart, from like 7-Eleven or something. This is like 6-7 years ago. I don't know. And I went to pay, and oh no, I don't have my card. And I was at a place where my heart, I needed the love, but I was in a place where things were hard and cruel and dark, and so I was very protective of myself, and so I was just like, okay, well, I guess I don't really need it. So thanks. You know, I felt bad. I felt ignorant. Stupid because I forgot it, and here I am. I can't afford a hot dog. And as silly as it was, there was somebody in the line next to me who was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, I forgot my wallet. I thought that I had it, but apparently I don't. And so they bought it for me. But that made my day. That reminded me there are good people out there. So this is the love that you might be needing to give somebody else because they might need it, but at the same time it might be the very same love that you need to restore within yourself by allowing it to come back to you. So there might be a cycle of something happening here that is very important. Now, I'm going to get back to other cards in a minute because I got too many of them blinking and I can't make a choice. So I'm going to go into the astrology and explain some of this freight train for you. And then when I see what correct cards are talking, then I'll go there. All right. Here's the thing. Cappies, yes, it's like a freight train. And it's especially going to start to feel like a freight train probably after the 17th, right around the full moon. Okay, because in your sign, you still have Venus and Mars here. You still have Mercury here until the 14th on Valentine's Day. But Mercury will move into Aquarius, your second house, on Valentine's Day. Then you have the full moon on the 16th. And on the 18th, you have the sun, which is entering Pisces, which is where that freight train, but the tugboat energy, the water energy is going to be making that also come into fruition. Now, on the 17th, Mars is going to actually pass Venus. Now, part of this that's been going on with so many people, balance is coming out in very aggressive ways. And that's because Venus and Mars, masculine and feminine, value, where you being valued, where you're not being valued. You know, what is the value of the important things in your life? What is the value of yourself? And are you being seen for it that way? And value all across the board. Emotional sensitivity, Venus is. So Venus is talking about your emotional sensitivity, your physical sensitivity, your value systems in your very first house. But you got Mars here, which is all about passion, action, aggression, sacral chakra. And they're kind of not fighting, but they're evaluating each other. And where's this right? Where's this wrong? Where's this working? Where is it not? Let's really duke it out and see what needs to happen here. But Mars is going to step in front of Venus and start taking off. And when he does, then that's going to put a whole new spin on it. Mars is going to start bringing out passion, action, aggression, sacral chakra. So that's the beginning of this tugboat energy. Not to mention, like I said, Mercury is going to be moving into your second house, which is Aquarius, self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, how you manifest. The communication is no longer in retrograde, no longer in shadow. It'll be in Aquarius, and it's coming closer all months to Saturn. So you're going to be really evaluating self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, where that takes you, how the manifestation is going to be coming in. Your communication with them and with you is going to be more off the chain, more clear, and more understanding, setting new boundaries within what is secure for you, what is not, how to manifest on a stronger level. All of this is coming in. And then you got the sun on the 18th moving into Pisces. And Pisces for you is the third house. Yeah. Not to mention it's coming in with Jupiter here. So your communication is getting even more off the chain, more spiritually evolved, more open, more clear. Jupiter is the higher knowledge with the waters of abundance anyway, because he is higher knowledge. He is manifestation. And anything he touches, he multiplies. So your communication, your psychic activity, your inner waters, your inner depths, that floor is about to just fall out. Okay? The communication can get word vomity if you're in a place where you're uncomfortable. Because, like I said, the sun's going to be coming in on top of Jupiter, bringing in abundance. But this can be an incredibly powerful moment on a psychic level for you, on a spiritual level for you, as well as a soulful growth for you. The communication with yourself within your inner waters is going to be. This is going to be bringing you into a whole new, I don't even want to say evolution, but in a form, a power within yourself. And you're going to be noticing it starting around the 15th, 16th, right there around the full moon. The full moon is going to be taking place in Leo. And for you, that is your 8th house. But it's still going to be talking to the sun, which is in your 2nd house. So this is going to be the rules of the relationships. Putting your foot down, or maybe lifting it up to place it in a different place so that you can allow the resurrection, the strengthening, the transformation to take place in new ways. But it is going to be stepping into emotional levels, because it's also going to be your fifth house and your and your 11th house. So you're gonna be, I don't, maybe it's not necessarily emotional, but it is the sun and the moon. So it's gonna be talking to your yin and your yang, your shadow and your light, your shadow and your soul, your yin and your yang, your outer world versus your inner world, and where you're setting new platforms, where you're strengthening the reside, is what they just said. Strengthening the reside. What I feel, literally, I'm seeing like the story of like Moses separating the waters and going, this is over here and this is over here, and this will take place this way and this will take place this way. So you're coming into I understand, and readjusting so that the movement can actually flow in a proper circulation in a more healthy way for wherever it is that you're taking it. But again, they're telling you right from the beginning, remember the heart, remember the love, circulate that as well. Because I believe that also has something to do with the love that's going to be circulated back to you. So I don't want to say that it's not that you're not fair, but I'm saying remember to keep that in the equation, because there's something to do with that from a higher perspective. Yeah, and then they just went silent. So apparently that has a lot to do with it. Um, let me see, let me see, let me see. Yeah, no matter how I look at it, that's pretty much what all of that is coming to. But you do have another deck speaking. Let me see. What else does Capricorn need to hear? What else does Capricorn need to hear for the month of February? Okay, you threw me off. Was it this one or was it the other one? You can't make it up. This card is called High Tide. High tide, take action and trust your intuition. Because, like I said, the tugboat's coming in. The waters are coming in. You're about to do something major. Um, yeah, and they literally just like, my head feels like it just spread. So it's like they're definitely, you got some major clearing, some higher understanding, some other knowledge coming in. Okay, too many cards. I'm not picking up like 8. I'm just not doing it. For me, this would be just the tree of life in general. This is going up and down the tree, being very receptive, shifting forms, understanding a different level of duality and unity in your consciousness. So, I mean, this is going to be a very powerful month, but I feel like you're just starting this freight train. You're really just starting this freight train. Um, is definitely going to be taking action, coming into balance, equaling support, focus, passion. And there's one more deck. One last thing for Capricorn. One last thing for Capricorn for the month of February. One last thing for Capricorn for the month of February. Thank you. Ace of Wands. The fire's on, baby. Trust yourself. Go with it. Know that you got this. Abundance. So things are really about to start happening for you in very good ways. You just You just got to be able to allow it to take place. Really, that's really what it's going to come down to. Allow it to take place and keep an open mind and keep an open heart, because something's going on with the circulation and it really needs you to have it there. Don't get caught up in it in a negative way, because I really feel like that could really mess the whole thing up. So remember, love at the end of the day is the most important part of this circulation, and allow the freight train right on out. I love you guys. Bye.